Today we are killing 100 bots without banking. Why? Let's start from the beginning. Welcome to a day in the life as a Runescape bot buster. Let's get a nice early start. It's 7 a.m. local time, and the first thing is to check my tip-off email to see what's come in. And we have some good stuff in here. The Entbot tip stands out to me since they're in the wilderness. I might be able to make some gold while I bust them. Plus, I haven't seen a tip about Entbots in like 4 years. Tip says there are plenty of bots in dragon and adamant armor and that they're pretty good loot. So let's gear up and head over there. Just a few worlds into hopping and I'm already finding accounts. I saw a similar farm to this like 5 years ago, but right off the bat, something here is different. If you check out their stats, lots of them have like 1500 total level, which is way higher than you would have seen 5 years ago. It's standard these days for lots of bots so that they avoid bans. So let's give a kill a try. And to my absolute delight, the bots don't insta-telly when you log in on an account that attacks them, nor do they teleport when they're attacked. That's actually insanely rare. About half of these bots I'm seeing I can't quite attack because I'm 115 combat, but there are tons of level 99s to 110s. So I quickly killed 9 or 10 of them for roughly 1.5 mil loot. One of them also dropped a dragon axe. When you find a bot farm you can wipe out so quickly that has good loot, you gotta take advantage of it. And this was so enjoyable that I decided to set a goal for myself. Let's hop on a slightly lower level account and see if we can kill 100 of these Entbots without banking and see how much loot we can fill up in our inventory. Now, killing these bots is like taking candy from a baby, and most of the loot is stackable. But if I run into a PKer, I'm probably cooked. The bots do run away and sometimes seem to prey ranged, but I'm not even tele-blocking them since they don't teleport, which again, that's insane. They have an Amulet of Glory on. In fact, they're so poorly programmed, I started to wonder if there's a way to skull trick them. So while I'm absolutely massacring the bots on my main, I hopped on an ult and grabbed magic logs, a palm tree seed, maple logs, a dragon axe, and a bird's nest to test what the bot might pick up. And at first, it seems like none of the items are working. I thought the bird's nest would probably work, but then I try again with the bot closer, and it does pick up the nest, which is the only item that really makes sense here because the bot wouldn't ever pick up any of these other items, but always worth trying. So meanwhile on my main, my looting bag and inventory are already basically full with combat bracelets, glories, and dragon axes. So on my ult, I bring back a lot of bird's nests and some nature runes so that I can alch this stuff. And we'll continue with the attempt at skull tricking. But first, did you know the median salary of a backend developer in the US in 2023 was over $100,000? Even more importantly, you don't need to go to school to become a backend developer. That's why the sponsor of this video is so epic. It empowers you to learn software development and get a job, or just pick up a useful new skill. I'm talking about boot.dev. Boot.dev teaches you backend web development from start to finish in both the Python and Go programming languages. But here's the big kicker. When you're teaching yourself to code, the biggest hurdle is getting bored and not really working towards something. Boot.dev fixes that and gamifies the process. When you're coding with Boot.dev, you earn XP, you level up, you earn achievements, and you complete quests to get a top spot on the global leaderboard. All that happens while you write a lot of code and actually build real projects. Boot.dev never wants a student to feel like they aren't getting their money's worth, so they offer a 30-day no questions asked refund policy and a free demo of every course and its interactive features. So go to boot.dev and use my code sirpugger to get 25% off your entire first year if you choose the annual plan. Thanks to boot.dev for sponsoring this video. We're back. So ideally the bot is so poorly programmed that it will just left click on the bird's nests, maybe even spam click as it gets closer, and if I log in underneath the bird's nest on an account that can attack the bot doesn't have attack options off and clicks on me sculling and loses like 4 mil instead of 300k. That's in an ideal world, of course, and it takes a few times to get the timing right, but from what I notice, if on my PKer I log in right before the bird's nest is dropped, the bot runs without picking up the nest. And so far, if I time it pretty well, where the bot is running to pick up the bird's nest as I log in, the bot does not skull. You never know though, one of these bots might have incorrect click settings on. Even so, my kills are insanely efficient. My ult finds a bot and drops a bird's nest so that by the time I log in on the PKer, it's 1 to 2 squares away or even on the same square. And not very long later, I'm at 54 Entbot kills already, and the loot is looking very nice. But I just saw a PKer and the loot being dropped is going down a bit. It seems like the bots are being killed too quickly, probably by a couple other PKers, so there's not enough time for the bots to get logs before I kill them again. So let's go investigate another tip on a different account and see if we can do the other 46 kills in a few hours once these other PKers are gone. So let's check the email again. I got a tip yesterday about mastering mixology bots, and I've gotten like 10 tips about them before. I've never busted this kind of bot, so let's go see what's up. A quick check of the GP per hour, and it's still at least 2 mil per hour with very low requirements, so it makes sense why there would be bots here. And right off the bat, there seems to be at least one low level per world with high herb lore here, and there are pretty consistent stat patterns too. So it's a big bot farm, and I'll record those usernames. Case closed, right? Well, this is why you hop a few extra worlds, because there are lots of other accounts here, and I started to notice a pattern with the ones that were between 99 to 104 combat. Many of them have well over 99 herb lore, but also over 1700 total level, and a few dozen Tempora skill count with no other KC. That's kind of odd. Insane for a farm to spend hundreds of hours to get 1700 total level just to become a mastering mixology bot though. Maybe it's to avoid anti-ban. So what I'll do now is jot down these names, and every few days look them back up and track what stats or kill count they gain to see what these botters are up to. I doubt they're hacked, there's too much consistency in the leveling pattern, the stats aren't identical, but each skill is leveled relatively close to the same number. So in total I found over 100 bots, although they seem to be maybe from different farms given the account variability, but at 2 mil per hour, well over 100 accounts. Across all the bots doing the minigame, they're generating over 5 billion GP per day. So let's get that sent into Jagex and hopefully they do something about it. It took about 2 hours to gather all those mixology bot names, so let's see if the Ent bots are ready to be harvested again. I pick up 2 kills quickly, but then this PKer named Burglarized logs in. First PKer I've seen here, and they attacked me. I thought I was toast, but after they staff bashed me, I clearly start panicking and spam clicking south, but they don't keep attacking me, they're just following me. When we hit the ditch, they say, "Don't worry, I won't kill you." Creepy smile and logs out. I should be dead. I have so much loot on me, over 7,000 magic logs. I have no explanation. So I pretend like it didn't happen and keep harvesting. And the harvesting is good. Lots of bots have 150 to 300 magic logs each. Many are dropping dragon axes. And as I'm cleaning up after another good dozen kills, a white dot I don't notice appears. Eventually I notice, and it looks like a PKer, so it's time to log back out. I don't get 2 second chances, especially risking this much. We'll have to come back later. There are lots more tips in the email to investigate, but I got an interesting Discord message from someone who says they are the botter who runs the Christmas bots every year and they want to show something off. Every year I cover the Christmas event bots that get ridiculous amounts of party hats, Santa hats, and Christmas crackers from the Christmas event. Well, this year I didn't cover them, but the botter seems to have reached out to show off the loot they got away with, along with some behind the scenes footage. He even sent a clip of him manually stealing loot from his bots at the Falador General Store. Maybe he's taunting me like, "Hey look, you could have stolen a lot of loot again this year, but you didn't." They use the general store to get around the trade restrictions since Christmas items buy and sell at the store for 1 GP. It's also a great way to confuse Jagex since dozens of players probably end up snagging some loot from the farm over the few weeks that it's live. So, here's the loot pick the botter sent. If it is real, that would be insane. First, it would mean roughly 28,000 bots that all got at least 24 hours of playtime to do this event, since each account only gets 2 of these items. Second, Christmas crackers are 260k each. So that's 15 billion GP of Christmas crackers alone. The rest is about 5 bill, so this would be 20 billion GP of Christmas event loot, again, if the picture is real. This happened with Jagex's new restrictions of 24-hour playtime to get the loot too, which means the botter had some crazy planning involved to pull this off. We have got 25 kills left to 100, and I don't see any PKers, so it's open season, baby. But let's move this along here. I'm sure you've seen plenty of Entbots die already. And that's the last kill, accidentally the 101st kill, but no matter. Let's go see how much GP we took from this bot farm. And the noted stuff is from the looting bag and it looks like it nets out to be 16.3 mil, 11,600 magic logs. Our loot tracker says 19.2 mil, and conveniently I have a list of 45 bot usernames ready to be reported. So let's finish off the day by doing that. Many of them I killed 3 to 4 times. 100 kills took almost exactly 2.5 hours, so it's a bit over 6 mil GP per hour, and now I have enough for 2 weeks of membership. So, if you want to see more videos like this, remember to send in any suspicious activity to sirpuggertipoff@gmail.com. It's in the description, and if you're not camera shy, I might even want to feature you in an upcoming video. Leave a like, and see you soon.